Hello, this is Russ Hall with Rockingham Marine in Johnson City, Tennessee. We're on a beautiful February day. Sun's out. We're getting close to boating season. Today, I'm going to rock you with PFDs. Do you know what that is? If you don't, stay tuned. So, PFD stands for Personal Flotation Device, commonly what you would refer to as a life jacket. There are 5 different types of Coast Guard approved flotation devices. And in that, I want to go through each one of these categories really quickly with you so you know exactly what each one does, how they work, and which ones you actually need. Okay, so the first one we want to talk about is a Type 1 PFD. This device is designed to take an unconscious person from being face forward in the water, and it flips them onto their back and actually supports their neck so their airway and passageway and everything else stays vertical in the water, horizontal in the water, so that they cannot drown. I do not happen to have one of these with me today, but we are going to insert a picture that'll show you what this looks like. So the second PFD I want to talk to you about is a Type 2. This is the most common one that you're going to find most boat owners have. Here's the thing, when you do have this on your boat, do yourself a favor, take it out of the bag and have it ready to use before you stow it underneath your seat. This is a Type 2. It's just very much like the Type 1. The only difference is not quite as fancy. This one also will take an unconscious person in the water and flip them on their back, so therefore they will not drown. That's a Type 2. If for some reason or other you happen to want to put more people on your boat than you normally take out, a convenient way to store these is a nice carrying case of, say, life jackets. They put 4 per in each one of these, and you can have extra stowed on your dock or in your home. Throw them on your boat before you go out. That way you know you're safe and legal. So the third we're going to talk about is a Type 3 PFD. These are much more comfortable than your Type 2, and they also are being used for more of your water sports and activities, things like that. These actually come in different sizes. You do need to make sure that they fit you right, nice and snugly, comfortable, things to this nature. Try them on in the store. Make sure they're fitting you the way you want them to fit you. They do come in youth sizes, they come in men's, they come in adult, small adult, large adult, they all come in different sizes. So throwing a bunch of these on your boat is not necessarily going to be able to fit the people if they do need to wear them. So if you do choose to put this style on your boat, mix up the sizes a little bit so that it'll actually make everybody who's on your boat being able to wear them. Also keep in mind, these are Type 3. The Type 3 do not have the turning ability that I showed you earlier in the Type 2. So they could keep you face down in the water. Keep in mind, these are more recreational. There's neoprene and there's nylon. So the next one we want to talk about is the Type 4 PFD. This is a throwable device. There's basically 2 that is approved by the Coast Guard. One is a foam ring, and the other one is your nylon covered throwable square cushion. This is the one you're going to see on most boats. This is not to be stowed underneath the seat or anything else during transport. You're supposed to have this readily available. So therefore, if you run across a situation with either one of your passengers or another passenger for another boat, happen to be in the water, they needed assistance for whatever reason, you can throw this to them. This, a rest tip, would be much more helpful for your part if you were to tie a rope to this. If you tie a rope to this and you're not a really good accurate thrower, and you sling this out and you miss them, you can reel it back in and try again. If not, you're circling around to get them. But this one has to be on your boat, and it does have to be accessible, not stowed up underneath the seat. Type 4. So the next one we want to talk about is a Type 5 PFD. This device is very, very simple to wear. It's not the most secure by any means. It is Coast Guard approved. They are inflatable. A lot of bass boaters will use them. Very simple to use. They'll keep them on because they don't obstruct your view. They're very, very simple to wear, but they're inflatable. Sometimes they're automatic. They'll inflate when they hit the water. Other times you have to manually inflate them by pulling a cord. Something similar that you would actually do every time you got on the airline. They always give you that flotation device if you ever go over water. That is a Type 5. So most people don't use them, but they are Coast Guard approved, and you can. I don't have one with me today, but if that's your choice, you can. Just keep in mind, there is no turnability to this product. If you end up in the water unconscious or anything else, there's nothing to turn you on your back. But they are available and they are Coast Guard approved. So there's all five types of PFDs. As you can tell, they're not the most comfortable thing to wear, especially the Type 2, but you do have to have them on board. And keep in mind the number of passengers you have on board on your boat. You have to have one of these things of some nature on your boat for every single person. Now, they make them for kids. They make them for pets. They make them for infants. There's all kinds of PFDs for different size people that you have on your boat. So make sure next time you actually get on your boat to go for a ride, you have all your PFDs on board, whatever type you choose. This is Russ with Rockingham Marine. Happy boating.